Good evening. This is Sunday Express, and before we bring you up to speed with those stories that have been making headlines, let's help me count down. We're doing 1, 2, 3. Manchester United fans, hoye. Sports and so much more is coming up on Sunday Express tonight. But first things first, the highlights.
The commitment I want to give to you is that next year we will begin the construction of dual carriageway from Nairobi, first to Nakuru, and then from Nakuru later, we will take it all the way to Malaba.
Easing the perennial traffic snarl. President William Ruto says the government will begin dualling the busy Nairobi-Nakuru highway next year. A case of mistaken identity. A mentally disturbed student from Tomboy University murdered by members of the public and hotel workers, and so far 7 suspects are in police custody. And battling not only the virus but its effects, the impact of HIV/AIDS and its deadly companion Kaposi sarcoma in Homa Bay County. Welcome back. This is Sunday Express. I'm Regina, Manyara, and my colleague on sign language is none other than Anne Wangeshi. Now, the government will begin dualling the Nairobi-Nakuru highway next year to ease congestion on that road. President William Ruto says the country was pursuing alternative means to see through the construction of the dual carriageway after a previous agreement for the dualling hit a snag. He spoke when he attended a church service at AIC Kip Korgat in Uasin Gishu County.
Such scenes dominated the Nairobi-Nakuru highway for a record 3 days this week as Kenyans traveled up country for their Christmas festivities. With most motorists incensed by the state of the road due to congestion, President William Ruto, perhaps against this background, announced that the dualling of the busy road will begin next year. The state, according to the head of state, is pursuing alternative means of funding the construction after a public-private partnership deal signed between Kenya and French company hit a snag.
The commitment I want to give to you is that next year we will begin the construction of dual carriageway from Nairobi, first to Nakuru, and then from Nakuru later, we will take it all the way to Malaba. So, mutuliza maneno kidogo, lakini hiyo dual carriageway, we've already a program, and we are already in discussion with different companies on how that road is going to be done.
The dual carriageway will initially cover the Nairobi-Nakuru highway stretch, with plans to extend it to Malaba, Busia County. Additionally, President William Ruto has affirmed that the planned mass vaccination of livestock early next year will continue despite courting opposition from a section of political class and stakeholders.
But we must contain diseases in our livestock. And that vaccination is being undertaken by our scientists with vaccines manufactured in Kenya using Kenyan technology. Hiyo vaccines inatengenezwa hapa Kabete na imekuwa ikitengenezwa miaka yote.
Ruto has called on leaders to depoliticize the vaccination campaign.
Na wauliza viongozi wa Kenya, let us be decent leaders. Let us learn not to politicize the things that matter to the people of Kenya, the economy of Kenya.
On the inclusion of former President Uhuru Kenyatta's allies in cabinet, the president committed to reach out to all political leaders so that the country can move past the politics of 2022 elections.
Hakuna haja ya kulumbana, kujibiana mambo ambayo hayana maana, kuleta chuki, kuleta uhasama. There is no need. We need to work together. We have enough challenges to deal with as leaders in Kenya. Let us not introduce others between leaders of different sectors of our society.
It is our duty as Christians that we hold him in prayer so that God may give him the focus and the strength to be able to steer this country to the right direction. And I have no doubt in my mind that Kenya is going to be great.
Focusing on politics, former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua claims that a section of leaders are being bribed by the executive at the expense of the electorate. Speaking when he led a host of MPs and senators for farewell service of Reverend David Ngige at PCEA Township in Naivasha, Gachagua also took issue with the move to reopen all closed-down second-generation liquor companies, which are closed for brewing poisonous brews.
Former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua was in Naivasha for a farewell service of Reverend David Ngige at PCA Town Parish. Gachagua was accompanied by a host of MPs and senators allied to him, took issue with the ongoing teachers recruitment exercise, saying a number of legislators have been allocated slots. Addressing the worshippers, Rigathi took issue with the move to reopen all closed-down second-generation liquor companies, which were closed for brewing poisonous brews.
Hawa watoto wetu kufungulia hao pombe iwaue ni makosa. Hiyo pombe ilifunguliwa hizo companies mpaka wa leo. Haiuzwi Rift Valley, haiuzwi anywhere else. Pombe ile yote sumu inaletwa katika mlima. This rot is hit.
And speaking in the neighboring Limuru constituency when he attended a church service at the Life Church Ministry, there was drama, however, after worshippers stormed out of the church after the politician took to the podium to address them. The opposition leaders later moved to Limuru town, where they called on the current administration to chart a new path come 2025 to win back the trust of Kenyans.
Tunakataa maovu yote haya ambayo tumeyaona mwaka wa 2024. Na tunaamini kwamba tukiendelea mbele ni lazima nchi hii iwe ni nchi chini ya sheria, kwanza chini ya mamlaka ya Mwenyezi Mungu na chini ya sheria, na iwe ni nchi ya heshima.
Elsewhere, former Agriculture Cabinet Secretary Mithika Lenturi has faulted the Kenya Kwanza administration for allegedly sidelining Meru County residents in government appointments.
Sisi ni watu ambao wana our 800,000 votes must count. And we are now clever more than before. Tulikubali, tukaamini. Sasa madharau ni tele.
Finally, a section of leaders from Tana River County has vowed to support President William Ruto in the 2027 general elections.
Tutashikana na Mheshimiwa Dr. William Samoei Ruto. Na nyinyi watu wa Bura, watu wa Gariseni, watu wa Galole, tunataka sote tutembee safari moja.
Timothy Kipnusu, O Sunday Express.
Now, family and students of Tomboy University in Homa Bay County are demanding justice and a thorough investigation following the brutal killing of a 25-year-old criminology student at the institution. Paul Sunday, who was reportedly experiencing mental health issues at the time, is said to have entered a local hotel where he was cornered by members of the public and the hotel workers. He was tied up and subjected to a fatal beating. He succumbed to his injuries while receiving treatment at the Homa Bay Level 4 hospital, while his body has been preserved at the hospital morgue awaiting a post-mortem examination. According to Charles Koliege, Directorate of Criminal Investigations in Homa Bay, sub-county investigations into the incident have commenced with the 7 suspects already in police custody to assist with inquiries.
Nilishangaa sana jana kusikia ripoti kwamba ndugu yangu amekuwa mwendazimu, na kwa hiyo harakati akajipata akamfika town na amepigwa na mahali hapa alikuwa ameenda kwa hiyo restaurant, I don't know restaurant, sio hoteli, akapigwa. Na kwa hiyo harakati tukatoka mbio nyumbani, kufika hapa tukasikia mtu kufika Kisumu, mahali Kisumu hapo hivyo akakufa.
It has been a trend, and this time we have to make sure that justice is served. Because first it occurred, we assume. For the second time it occurred, we were quiet. But for the third time, we are not ready to risk. So we want to make sure that the justice for Paul, Sunday, Nabuire is served accordingly.
Away from sad issues, and we do hope that the family gets justice for their murdered kin, killed kin there at Tomboy University. There was joy at St. Francis of Assisi Catholic Church in Ruiru, Kiambu County after a hearing-impaired couple tied the knot in a rare marriage ceremony that was attended by family and friends. The service was also conducted in the presence of a sign language interpreter to ensure that all persons living with disability in attendance would get a grasp of the proceedings.
After months of planning, the day was finally here. St. Francis of Assisi Catholic Church in Ruiru, Kiambu County was the venue where Agri Opale and Flavian Acheng, both living with severe hearing impairments, formalized their union. In a near public spectacle, the songs and dance and the wedding rites were conducted in sign language. And one by one, each of the two lovebirds recited their vows, pledging life commitment and in sign language. Opale and Acheng becoming proof not only to the attendees, but also to the nation that love knows no bounds and that every challenge is surmountable.
Kitu nimesoma ni kwamba furaha ama maisha ya mtu hai depend na haswa kama uko na some kind of impairness, but God can work through all persons, and everyone can live a normal life.
The wedding also provided a platform to advocate for the introduction of sign language in institutions of learning to facilitate interactions between the deaf and those with the ability to hear.
Ni muhimu sana kuweza kuwasiliana na watu ambao hawasikii. Iweze kuwa incorporated kwa curriculum. Naona KBC wameweza kuincorporate, lakini sijui kama ni shule zote zinaweza kufunza.
Wenye tuko na uwezo wa kuongea na mdomo kama mimi, tuweze kujifunza hiyo sign language, ili wakati tumekutana na ndugu zetu ama na dada zetu wenye hawana uwezo wa kuongea, tunaweza kuongea na communicate vizuri na wao, wasiwe wanaona kama wametengwa. Na ilikuwa challenge kwetu wakati tunapanga harusi ya kwamba sisi tuna communicate na mikono na mdomo, wenyewe wana communicate na mikono, na tulikuwa na wakati mgumu sana tukipanga ya harusi.
Nancy Okware, Sunday Express.
Happy marriage to the couple. Now, travelers headed up country from Mombasa for the Christmas festivities have decried what they say is exploitation by public transport operators who are charging fares twice the regular rates. And the Mwembe Tayari bus station on Sunday recorded a high number of travelers who braved long queues and the exorbitant fares, keen not to miss on the opportunity to celebrate the festivities with their loved ones.
It has been a common occurrence every year for Kenyans to engage in a last-minute dash as they travel up country to join family and friends for the Christmas celebrations. A spot check by KBC Channel 1 at the Mwembe Tayari bus station in Mombasa revealed a surging number of commuters as each scrambled to be on the road for the festivities. These scenes creating the picture of a people caught between the choice of paying fares twice the regular rate and relinquishing the opportunity to make merry with family and friends all together. The travelers decrying what they say is exploitation by bus operators who are charging exorbitant fares.
Tafadhali watu wa mabasi, msichukulie kuwa only December watu wana pesa. Watu hatuna pesa, uchumi uko juu, pesa ni kidogo. So kawaida wetu kama kawaida kama Januari, Februari, iwe tu kwa mwaka miezi yote kwetu sawa.
Kama ningesema nenda na familia saa hizi, familia ya watu watatu, ningekuwa nalipa shilingi 12,000 peke yake kwenda. Ukiangalia kurudi pia ingekuwa 12,000 kurudi. So ukiangalia pamoja itakuwa shilingi 24,000. So nimebidi nisafiri peke yangu niweze at least kusave pesa zingine.
Public service vehicle operators on the other hand have defended the fare hikes, attributing them to heightened demand and the massive traffic snarl-ups in the highways.
Fare kupanda inalingana na hali ilivyo barabarani. Barabara imekuwa na majam mingi, alafu hali maisha imekuwa ngumu, inapata mafuta imepanda bei. Ndio maana unaona mafare ziko juu. Alafu kulingana na shamra Krismasi, kila mmoja ataka kwenda nyumbani. Unajua ikifika mwisho wa mwaka kila mmoja atakwenda kusalimia wazazi, inabidi sasa watu wanakuwa wengi. Watu wakiwa wengi na inabidi pia fare inapanda.
At the same time, the bus operators have raised concerns over the ongoing construction of Mombasa-Nairobi highway at Mazeras area, blaming it for massive traffic snarl-ups that have disrupted travel itineraries for frustrated passengers.
Ukiangalia kama kampuni yetu ya Modern Coast leo, hatutakuwa na usafiri, tumeafektika na abiria wamekatiwa tayari. Wameafektika abiria kukosa gari kwa sababu gari kukaa kwenye jam 2 days. Tumeafektika sana. Tungeona Ministry of Transportation utake kujua what's the problem, kwa sababu kazi ya transport inaafektika.
Kuna magari zingine tulikuwa tusafiri nazo mapema kuanzia saa 6. Kuna jams nyingi barabarani. So mabarabara ni mbaya, serikali inafaa iangalie vitu kama hizo, kwa sababu wengine tulikuwa tunakata gari za asubuhi, sasa mpaka saa hii tupo hapa.
For Sunday Express, I'm Abdulaziz Abeid.
So while there are those who have been residing in Mombasa are heading up country, there are those of us who are in up country and other suburban areas who want to travel down to Mombasa. At the end of the day, you need to celebrate with those who love you and value you. We take a quick breather. We'll be right back.
Star 570 hash. Option 1 kuna PS5 na ni full package na inakuja na JBL Party Box. Hiyo boom experience pia iko.
Kenya Coast National Polytechnic is one of the leading TVET institutions in Kenya. Our hands-on training has ensured that our graduates acquire the necessary skills and competencies as required by the industry, leading to their absorption in the job market. We are inviting applications for various diploma, certificate and artisan courses for our January 2025 intake. We offer courses in maritime studies, engineering, health sciences, business and media studies, hospitality and tourism, ICT, driving courses and recognition of prior learning programs among other courses. We accept KUCCPS and SSP students and also accept transfer students. For more information, call the number on the screen or visit our website. Kenya Coast National Polytechnic, a regional flagship maritime transport and logistics center.
This festive season, let the joy of togetherness fill your hearts and homes. Celebrate responsibly and make memories that last a lifetime. Choose activities that bring happiness and health. Avoid alcohol and drugs in this festive season. We're working together to ensure everyone's safety. Report illegal alcohol and drug activities in your area. This festive season, let's protect what matters most, our lives and those we love. Celebrate responsibly.
Liquid petroleum gas, LPG, is a key driver of Kenya's economy and fostering growth. To reduce reliance on firewood and charcoal, the State Department for Petroleum launched the Liquefied Petroleum Gas for Public Institutions of Learning program. Launched by President William Ruto on December the 16th, 2024 at Jamhuri High School, Nairobi, the project's pilot phase targets 20 public institutions, benefiting over 30,000 learners. These include technical schools, secondary schools, and special education institutions. Phase 2 will expand to 40 more institutions nationwide. This initiative will boost energy efficiency, drive economic empowerment, and spur innovation in the energy sector, advancing Kenya's development. LPG, igniting possibilities.
Napenda kutumia nafasi hii baada ya kuzungumza nawe kuwatakia Wakenya wote heri na fanaka za Krismasi, na pia tunawatakia mwaka mwema wa 2025, mwaka ambao utakuwa na umaarufu mwingi kwao na kwa jamii zao. Asante sana.
Welcome back. Now, fans of Mwago FM, a radio station under the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation that broadcasts in the Kimeru dialect, were treated to a fanfare as the station held celebration to mark the 12th anniversary. Now, the event was held at Kirua in Meru County, so Mwago FM staff and their listeners planted trees for environmental conservation and the hallmark of being a cake cutting on the spread of love through Christmas gifts.
Songs of jubilation, dancing and celebrations reverberated through the air at Kirua in Meru County as Mwago FM staff marked the station's 12 years of existence. The station that broadcasts in Meru language used the occasion to engage in a tree planting exercise as part of its civic duty to promote environmental conservation. Then came the cutting of the celebration cake before sharing Christmas gifts. The station also hosted the Smart Ladies Group, a group of reformed women who previously struggled with alcoholism.
We have been able to grow as Mwago FM, and we are still spreading.
The theme of the anniversary was "We are still spreading" as Mwago FM continues to transmit in Meru and Tharaka Nithi counties. For Sunday Express, I am Teresa Mutai.
Happy Mwago anniversary. Happy Mwago anniversary.
12 years is no joke, and those who are wondering exactly what was written on that particular cake, it meant Itwitete Nambire, we are moving forward. Congratulations to Mwago FM. Now, more than 300 youth from the informal settlements in Nairobi have benefited from a free mentorship program courtesy of the Destiny Care Foundation in conjunction with Food for Trees initiative. Both non-profit organizations, the youth drawn from Kawangware, Kibera and Mukuru Kwanjenga, received mentorship on time management, managing emotions and entrepreneurship.
Sunday morning at University of Nairobi's Kenya Science Campus. With the country's demographic bursting with a youthful population, two non-profit organizations organize a self-empowerment mentorship for youth from Nairobi's informal settlements, meant to equip them for the festive season.
I talked to them about Africa being able to combat climate change using the jobless youths. So technology, innovation, and social work is the bridge to a world where everyone is stable.
I gave about a 10-minute speech in there talking about how hope isn't an option, it's a necessity for us all to live, and how important it is in the role of community that we stick together.
The program is fashioned to mold youngsters between the age of 10 and 24 years into being responsible citizens and to create awareness around the dangers of engaging in crime and other vices, such as drugs and alcohol abuse.
Tunaambiwa drugs ni kitu mbaya because inatu let down. Hata kasi wenyewe hatuja realize kama tayari ni kitu mbaya, but it's something that's pulling us down, something that we should avoid, and we should encourage other people also to fight against drug abuse.
The icing on the cake being impacting them with skills on entrepreneurship innovation.
when you start a business, it can enhance your livelihood, you can make some money so that you can be self-reliant. And that is what basically, even those who are employed, they usually think about how do I make the extra income. For those who are not employed, they usually think about how do I sustain paying my bills.
The chair of Destiny Care Foundation, Stephen Tirop, also says the move is a gesture of giving back to the community owing to childhood challenges he encountered.
We lost our wealth in Uganda, came back to this country, began from square zero, and so this is a way for me to encourage, to cheer up, motivate any young person who could be going through such tough, challenging situations.
Tilio Marco for Sunday Express.
Elsewhere, the youth have been challenged to identify and develop their talents in sports, which has proven to be a lucrative venture both locally and internationally. Speaking at the Luanda Dudi Secondary School grounds during the Charles Mwambia at 60 Super Cup, local leaders promised to work together to empower the youth through sports. Mwambia, who is the Chief Executive Officer of the National Heroes Council, donated various sporting equipment, including footballs, to various clubs in the region.
The Charles Mwambia at 60 Super Cup took place at the Luanda Dudi Secondary School grounds in Kakamega County. The event brought together local football teams. Mwambia, who is the Chief Executive Officer of the National Heroes Council and sponsor, had turned 60. Here, he challenged the local youth, more so girls, to emulate Kenyan women under 17 who recently left a mark in the global arena.
I'll talk to my good friends, nifanye tournament mzuri ya girls on a different level so that they can also showcase. Remember, kuna kitu kimoja, it's only the girls in this country under 17 who have played World Cup. Can you clap for the girls? It's only the girls.
He pledged to continue supporting sporting talent at the grassroots.
MCA, you have a big job I'm giving you. Make talent nurturing a very important thing. And for all the people who supported me, I want to thank Mozart, whom when I approached them to support me with the kits, they gave me the kits, and I want to thank them very much.
Mimi pia niko na talent na hii mpira naomba pia iendelee huku Kakamega.
Juu nimekuwa my intention, natamani kuwa international player. Ni mchezaji hodari sana, tena ni defender mzuri. Najiamini katika mchezo.
His sentiments were echoed by other local leaders.
Naweza ambia viongozi wengine ambao hawajafanya kitendo kama hichi ili tuweze kucheza, tuimarishe talanta yetu.
Shikilia hiyo mchezo na utajipata umeendelea sawa sawa, na hata unaweza kuwakilisha national team.
Vile mumekaa hapa, nimeona kuna a lot of peace, nimeona mumeshirikiana vizuri na tunawaombea ya kwamba muendelee hivi.
The chief guest during the tournament, Ben Omboko, a local member of County Assembly, urged youth to identify and develop their talents in sports, which has turned out to be a lucrative sources of income from local and international platforms.
Napenda kusema kwamba dunia saa hii michezo inalipa, hata hizi kazi tukomo. Na ndio maana tungependa kuambia vijana wadogo ambao bado wako nafasi ya kucheza, watumie hii nafasi vizuri.
Well, indeed. Now, the government has been urged to forge collaborations with the private sector and accelerate the export of digital skills to curb unemployment. Robert Manyara, the founder and CEO of RobiSearch, a tech company, says it's need to embrace technology and enhance sustainability in the ever-evolving economy. Manyara has also called for an urgent reskilling and training of the youth with the intention of tapping available opportunities in the tech space.
You have the knowledge, you have the skill.
what can you do? How can government help you? How can other employers help you? How can you bring your skill and work with any government officials, government employers or private employers by bringing whatever you learned in school and trying to come and executing? When you help people solve problems, it means our economy will grow.
I would encourage private enterprises and especially small, medium-sized enterprises to value their people and to invest in them. When you invest in people, then people will give their all to you.
Manyara East Sub-County witnessed a vibrant and heartwarming mass wedding ceremony where 33 couples exchanged vows in a collective nikah organized by the area's Member of Parliament, Hussein Weitat. This and other stories making headlines from the counties.
The event aimed to empower young people to become impactful members of society while adhering to Islamic Sharia principles. MP Hussein Weitat expressed gratitude to all those who contributed to the success of this year's mass wedding and encouraged other couples to participate in future events.
To thank those who contributed, those who helped me morally, those who helped me motivate, who gave me motivation, including but not limited to our CS, Mheshimiwa Waziri Adan Barre Duale.
An advocate of High Court from Kisii County has called for fast conclusion of the court cases, which is derailing the constitution of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission. While speaking in Masige Ward in Bobasi constituency, Augustine Nyandoro Mose appealed to parties concerned for a swift resolution to prevent disruption of Kenya's electoral process.
I'm here actually appealing to the president of this country and the case that is in court to speed in bringing in the commissioners for the IPC. We are really struggling first of all, as a constituency. It's very big. The amount of money we're being allocated in this constituency, it's not enough to do development.
Elsewhere in Isiolo, county government has operationalized 6 new dispensaries in 6 remote villages of Mogore, Gubatu, Parkuruk, Bilik, Mwangaza and Eldera.
Na hizo dispensary zote saa hizi ziko operational, ziko na mpaka maternity bed, tuko na hata kitanda zingine extra za wagonjwa wetu na madawa ziko, and the most important thing tuko na madaktari kwa hizo dispensary.
In Kisii, coffee farmers are up in arms over the newly introduced reforms in the sub-sector, saying they will not benefit from them. They have urged the government to first write off the debts owed by coffee societies as earlier agreed, if the reforms indeed were to make an impact on the farmers' activities.
Naomba serikali kama ekipenda ile pesa ilikuwa inasema ilipe madeni, tafadhali isaidie wakulima wa society ndio na hawa wafanyikazi wapate pesa. Tuko na areas mingi sana kwa society.
And the annual Ride for Arthritis marked its 5th edition this year through cycling journey from Mombasa to Busia in an effort to raise awareness and funds for arthritis prevention and management in the country. Funds collected from the drive will complete the construction of an arthritis center in Likuyani, Kakamega County.
Najaribu kuchanga hela pia kujenga hospitali ya arthritis pale hapa Kakamega County, sehemu inaitwa Likuyani, in a village called Machine. That's what we are trying to do. Na tunaomba aswa tupate support kutoka kwenye nyinyi pale nje.
Turn to the right, turn.
Finally, in Kiambu, all boys and girls of Presbyterian Church of East Africa paid a visit to its most senior brigade trainer, Evanson Thiongo, 99-year-old man. Thiongo, who resides in Matathia village, Lari constituency, called upon young families to embrace and allow their children to enroll in the brigade as officers. It instills values in them.
Na tunafurahi kwa sababu tumesoma mengi kutoka kwake, na tunajua kwamba sisi kama brigade officers and the trainers who are among us here have learned a lot from him.
Now to Homa Bay County, that holds the grim distinction of having the second highest HIV prevalence rate in Kenya. over 109,000 people living with HIV, according to the National Syndemic Disease Control Council. The county has battled not just the virus, but its ripple effect, including the opportunistic infection, Kaposi sarcoma, a HIV-related cancer. Tonight, our reporter Joseph Wahungu reveals the stories behind the statistics and the efforts to turn the tide in this fight.
Life on the shores of Lake Victoria in Homa Bay town seems calm and serene. But beneath this beauty lies a silent crisis. HIV continues to claim lives and stigma keeps many away from seeking help. In Orara village in Dhiwa sub-county, the impact of HIV and its deadly companion Kaposi sarcoma is deeply felt. For 15-year-old Michael, not his real name, life has been shaped by challenges few his age can imagine. Born with HIV, he now battles Kaposi sarcoma, a cancer that has taken a toll on his body and spirit.
Nilisikia kama kichwa yangu inauma. Alafu nikaomba ruhusa nikakuja nyumbani. Alafu mamangu akanipelekea hospitali.
Watu wengi wamesaongea mbalimbali, maneno mbalimbali, lakini sikuchukua hawa kama watu wabaya kwa sababu usijui. Mimi najua kama hawajui wale wanasema ile wanasema kwa sababu wajaongezeka. Mimi ni mgonjwa, hata kama wanasema nini, si mimi naenda tu na matibabu.
But their journey has been anything but easy. To access medical care, he travels over 50 kilometers twice a month to a clinic managed by medical charity Doctors Without Borders in Homa Bay town.
So Barak's journey is more than just a struggle. It's a testament to hope, courage, and a fight for a brighter future.
A story of struggle and resilience is also told by Tom, a middle-aged man who has lived with HIV for over a decade.
Nilianza kuchukua dawa kama mimi 2011. Lakini hiyo dawa yamenisaidia mpaka saa hii. Sasa shida ninayo sasa kidogo tu ni kansa ndio niko nayo. Hii ya ugonjwa, hii kansa ya kupatana kwa ngozi, Kaposi sarcoma. Na hii watu wa hiyo hospitali wamenisaidia sana.
Healthcare providers in this Lake Region County are on the front line, addressing both HIV and Kaposi sarcoma with limited resources but unwavering dedication.
MSF is working in collaboration with the Ministry of Health of Homa Bay County to support the medical cases in the medical wards, Ward 3, Ward 4, and the TB ward that is Ward 7. Also providing support for what we call the post-discharge clinic patients.
Programs focused on early diagnosis and male involvement are also starting to make an impact thanks to the effort put by local community health promoters.
So we can say as of now, people are informed about the disease, that the disease is there and it's a threat to livelihood. But then we also tell them that there is a way out of it, that we can be early screened, we can be tested early, be put on drugs, and we are able to live a normal life.
Statistics from the National Syndemic Disease Control Council paint a grim picture. Over 109,000 residents are living with HIV, while the county registered 1,404 HIV-related deaths in 2023.
Now, some of the drivers of the epidemic that have been, and some of which continue to affect the epidemic, include cultural issues. That also touches on lifestyle, This basically majority of people here, and they are living from the lake. With this, it comes with a lifestyle that would be risky when you want to talk about HIV infections.
Despite the alarming numbers, men remain notably absent from the front lines of health-seeking behavior.
Akiushaoa, endelea na bibi yako peke yake. Na ukiwa hujaoa, kabla hujakwenda na msichana yoyote, kama wewe ni mwanaume, mpaka muende kwa kupimwa.
Sasa zingine unaogopa na ukienda hapo, hautatoka na hata na Panadol, utatoka mtu mzima. Iende kawa wewe ni mzima na unaogopa nini? Na kama wewe ni mgonjwa na unaogopa, si utakufa.
The journey to ending HIV and Kaposi sarcoma in Homa Bay is far from over, but with resilience and collective action, there is hope. Reporting for KBC Channel 1 from Homa Bay County, I'm Joseph Wahungu.
Isa hii ishafika na ni kubwa. Kweli? Hii Kristi ni bomba na Blue Santa kupitia star 570 hash option 1. Rudia. Star 570 hash option 1. Iko PlayStation 5 na 55 inch TV na iko 500,000 Kenyan shillings. Na mbuzi moja? Na mbuzi. 1 million Kenyan shillings na Samsung S24 Ultra. Mabuzi moja. Iko 2 million Kenyan shillings na iPhone 16 Pro Max. Mabuzi mbili. Blue Santa amekuja na zawadi kibao. Nani kubwa. Hapa kuna ndogo. Hapa Christmas ni bomba.
Say bye-bye to FOMO, the fear of missing out, by downloading the KBC Online app that gives you access to everything you love. Get the latest news, sport, music, entertainment news, live radio, and so much more at the palm of your hands. To get the app, simply search KBC Mobile Digital App in your Google Play or App Store and download the app. Catch what you want, anytime, anywhere. Stay connected. Stay ahead with KBC Mobile Digital App.
Glad that you're still with us. It is time for sports with me, Bernard Okumu. We begin with soccer, where the national under-17 soccer team failed to secure a spot in the semi-finals of the CECAFA Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers, finishing third in Group A. Now, the Kenyan team suffered a heavy 5-0 defeat to host nation Uganda in their final group match at Nakivubo Hams Stadium in Kampala. In another Group B match, Somalia, the 2022 zonal champions, scored a late goal to defeat Sudan 1-0 at the same venue. As a result, Uganda and Somalia have advanced to the semi-finals. Uganda will face Somalia in the second semi-final, while South Sudan will take on Tanzania on December 24th. The finalist will earn automatic qualification for the CAF Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations, set to be held next year in Ivory Coast. Tough luck for Salim Babu's boys. Meanwhile, locally, Ulinzi Stars registered their first win in 5 matches after beating Nairobi City Stars 2-1 in FKF Premier League match played at Dandora Stadium. Ulinzi, who last won on November 11th when they beat FC Leopards 3-0, conceded in the 31st minute when Kelvin Etemesi fired City Stars into the lead. Maton Samunya leveled for the 2010 champions at the stroke of halftime. On resumption, Ulinzi returned a rejuvenated side and found the winner deep in stoppage time through Brian Kafero's header. In other results, the defending champions Gor Mahia moved to within 4 points of league leaders after beating Kariobangi Sharks by a goal to nil. The win moved Gor Mahia to third place on the standings with 23 points, while Kariobangi Sharks drops to 12th position with 18 points. In another match, 1998 champions FC Leopards edged out Bandari by 2 goals to nil at Dandora Stadium, while Talanta FC narrowly lost by a goal to nil to Moranga Seal. The league goes on a holiday break and resumes on January 4th.
Na kuishia kugonga mlingoti pale. Boniface Mushira anajaza ndani huku. Wow! Paraza kwa kichwa uzuri kabisa. Ilikuwa ni Brian Kafero. Lakini delivery nyingine bora kabisa kutoka kwake Boniface Mushiri, BM10. Ilikuwa ni kona yake Boniface Mushiri, lakini kitu kimejaa ndani ya kamba. Kelvin Etemesi Njili anahubiri injili ya soka.
And across the borders, Manchester United suffered a 3-goal home defeat by high-flying Bournemouth for the second year in a row as Ruben Amorim's men lost for the third time in 4 Premier League games. Now United will celebrate Christmas in 13th position. What an emphatic win for Bournemouth and tough loss for Manchester United, who end the year in 13th place, but of course the season goes on up to May. Arsenal are third and Chelsea remains second, and Liverpool, who just defeated Tottenham Hotspur by 6 goals to 3, remain at the top and extend their leadership to 5 points. Meanwhile, back home, Albert Kimario defeated Ugandan Jamil Kaiwa through a technical knockout to emerge the winner of the ABU East and Central Africa Featherweight Champion at Charter Hall in Nairobi. Kimario dominated the fight from the start, forcing the referee to 2 8-second counts against his opponent in the 5th and 6th rounds. Kawia, however, did not surrender and kept fighting until the 9th round when Kimario unleashed a ferocious left-handed blow that knocked him out. The title fight was preceded by several undercard bouts which saw Gabriel Ochieng beat Josiah Lumunya through points in the 8th-round featherweight bout. Gabriel outscored his opponent 80-72 on points. Edwin Owino defeated Omar Karanja in the super bantamweight non-title fight, while John Juma beat Swalik Kisitu of Uganda through TKO in the super lightweight fight. Juma sent his opponent to the canvas twice in the 4th round, forcing the referee Leonard Wanga to call off the bout with 4 rounds remaining.
Nilikuwa nimejiandaa vizuri. Kwa kila round nilikuwa napima tu. Kila round najua venye nacheza, nimejiandaa na timu yangu venye nacheza, nasikiliza kona yangu vizuri venye inaendelea. Kwa hivyo mchezaji pale anacheza na kona pia. Achezi yeye peke yake, nacheza pia na kona man. Huyo ndio fighter sasa. Kona ndio fighter yako. Nilikuwa nasikiliza vizuri na nilikuwa natekeleza venye wananiambia. Tuombe tu God tucheze hizi mchezo, mapromoter atoke kwa wingi. Tujaze hizi belt venye nchi zingine zinajaza kama US, hizo YBO, WBC. Mapromoter tu wajitokeze na serikali washike mkono, watatufanikisha juu wachezaji ni wengi.
In a good show, both fighters were really good. They were in weight and they really gave us a good show. This pushes him into the ABU ratings, which will later push him into WBC ratings. So I just urge the government of Kenya and the promoter to give him more fights so that we can see a world champion here.
Be ranked among the best 30 in the world. We are the ones who started WBC in Africa, believe me. But because, our other brothers in the Europe took it up, and now they are the ones who are in charge. And you can see just last week when we were in Germany, they've changed everything. They've even taken an amateur. So amateur is coming back to us now. It's not going back to the East. So because the East, we are doing a lot of issues about the scoring. They had only scoring, but they didn't use their brains and the heart. It was not there. So for us, we are going to work with the government, which I know now they are doing a good job because we have seen what they are doing. They are changing everything, and boxing will go back to number 2 the way it used to be.
And of course, with that boxing story perfectly sums up everything we heard from the sports at this lovely evening. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Bernard Okumu, and happy holidays.
I don't think Manchester United fans agree with you at this point, Bernard. After that loss to Bournemouth. I mean, 3-0. What do you have to say?
Regina, when Amorim came in, right? And at the beginning of Ten Hag's tenure, there were so many people were saying Manchester United had so many problems, and maybe 5 or 4. One of them was either the players, the infrastructure, the coach, or what was the problem. Now the coach is gone, so what's the problem right now?
That's a good question.
They're in 13th place, so maybe they have another chance to lift themselves up, as they say, next season. But we are going up to May or April when the season comes to an end.
I am so envious of Liverpool fans after that particular win over Tottenham. But then, as they say, in every game, there is a winner and a loser. So tonight, Manchester United, let's just take one for the team in silence. Yeah, we didn't do so well. That puts a cap on Marta's Sunday Express. Remember, this is the last Sunday before Christmas. So I'll not see you before then. I'm taking this opportunity to wish you a Merry Christmas. May you spend it in the bosom of those who truly love you and have been there for you and will continue being there for you when you need them most. Have a good one.
Got the fear of missing out? Want to keep up with all the latest entertainment news and latest celebrity gossip? From the latest rumors to popping events to the newest fashion trends, here is where you get all the tea or juice when it comes to entertainment, and you get it served on time. All that and so much more on Grapevine every single Monday from 10 p.m. and a rerun every Tuesday from 2 p.m. only on KBC Channel 1. Remember, if you did not see it on Grapevine, then it most probably never happened.
Mano! Anguka nai. Anguka nai.
Hakuna pali unaenda.
Mavi sasa kwa nini unaninima kwenda wapu ya Krismasi?
Hebu toka uende.
Unanikataza kwenda na ni public holiday.
Wacha mimi.
Usiwahi kusa omena yangu tena.
Wow.
Sayamage maumana.
Jamaa tutonde girlfriend. Nini nakutumbua?
Merry Christmas. Jesus Christ was born on Christmas Day.
Shut up! I said rich kids. You are neither rich nor a kid. Bosire nyamaza, utatolewa hasira za Michelle.
30, 35. Deal. Excellent.
Galo,
You are closing the line now. Are you saying that I don't know how to operate a smartphone?
Oh, no, I'm not talking about you.
Bwana Pater, tafadhali, focus. We are not here to talk about your wife.
Sanjay. And for you, Mr. Sanjay.
Atito, cha mwenzako kikinyolewa, chako tia maji, so you are the next.
Please say, purest form again.
Kalume, kwa nini ukamuumiza Jasiri?
Waongelea kuhusu nini wewe?
Mimi mazungumzo gani? Niache niende Kalume, lakini hebu niache.
Nina hakika. Na laiti kama ningempata hata mmoja wao, angenitambua.
Ati nini? Kumbe mtoto huyu hana adabu kama babake. Hivyo maanisha kusema huyu Karembo ni mfanyikazi muhimu sana ndani ya hii nyumba.
Ukiendelea kunipigia kelele humu ndani usinilau.
Huyu Karembo anaka urembo fulani kakurembe.
Sio tunayefanya hapa kisiwani mimi najua.
Technology has become a crucial part of our society. Without technological advancements, so much of our everyday lives would be drastically different. As technology develops, it strives to fulfill the changing needs of society. This means that technology exists to help us achieve the things that we wouldn't be able to achieve without it. Take on Tech looks at the advantages and downside of technological innovation in a world that is becoming increasingly dependent on new digital technologies. Every Monday at 10:30 p.m.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come.
The holiday season is here again.
Surprise! Merry Christmas!
It's family time.
It's
It's a season to be jolly, and so grab a seat, relax as your favorite Christmas hosts line up to indulge you this year.
You want some of me?
We got Mr. Claus, the famous Father Christmas. We've got the elves and the reindeers. There's lots of foods and drinks to go around. Great music for the soul.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a jaculé.
It's unbeatable, it's joyous, it's Christmas on KBC Channel 1.
Star 570 hash. Option 1 kuna PS5 na ni full package na inakuja na JBL Party Box. Hiyo boom experience pia iko.
Thank you for joining us on Healthy Living. Stay connected to Voice of America at voanews.com. A look at your kidneys and how they impact your health. And an expert discusses chronic kidney disease and how to protect yourself. And Ivorian psychologist Noor Bakayoko shares some insights on bullying and what can be done.
It's important to avoid major events or major health crises.
How do you know if your cough is due to a serious condition? We'll have some answers. Stay well
and strive to make every day a healthy day.
Hello, good people. This is Save a Life, and my name is Dr. Joseph Moremi. This Christmas is time to give, time to reflect what God has done for you, time to thank God for a gift of life. And as you reflect, let's give, let's share with the less fortunate in the community. And Save a Life gives you that opportunity to partner with us as we help the less fortunate in the community, to help those who are sick and they cannot afford to pay for their medical bills. And thank you for your continued support. As we normally say, that service to humanity is service to God. We are here to serve God. I want to start with what we have done. It was a great year. From Eastern, Western, Nyanza, all over the country. Central, tukaenda Kirinyaga, is a lady going to Auma, all the way from Nyanza. Alikuwa pale, alikuwa na tumor na watu walikuwa wamesema amerogwa. Tukamchukua, tukampeleka hospitali, and now that lady she's doing well. Tukatoka hapo, tukaenda kule sehemu ya Homa Bay. Tukapatana na msichana anaitwa Homa Mboya. Tukamchukua, alikuwa na tumor kubwa sana. Tukampeleka hospitali, na Homa Mboya, she's doing well. And this is what we are doing. Leo asubuhi nimepatana na huyu msichana kutoka kule Samburu. Alikuwa amekuja hapa matibabu. Nakumbuka kale kasichana alikuwa anaangalia, yeye ndio alikuwa breadwinner. Yeye ndio anaangalia shosho yake na watoto wadogo. A young girl called Tekale kutoka kule Samburu. Tunamleta hapa Nairobi. Nakuja time to time clinic, and God has been faithful. And this is what Save a Life is doing. Tulikuwa na mtu, a very jovial man kutoka kule West Pokot. Alikuwa na kilos all over. Kutoka West Pokot into Wafula. Wafula is doing well. This is what we are doing. Hatuwezi kumbuka wote tumesaidia watu wengi zaidi this year. Yes, kuna challenges, but kuna wale tumesaidia and they are doing well. I'm happy to be used by God to serve God through this amazing work. Na tuzidi kufanya hii kazi. Zidi kusacrifice whatever you have. I do the same. You do a lot. Unity is power. If we bring that synergy together, we can do a lot.
Tusema asante.
Asante sana.
Asanteni. Asante sana na Mungu awabariki.
I want to appreciate all the doctors, all the hospitals that wamepatana na sisi. Dr. Kilonzo, amazing doctor, from Universal Family Hospital, Dr. Mesha Konguti from Help a Child Face Tomorrow, and other doctors wenye wamekuwa na sisi in this journey. God bless you. Tuzidi kubadilisha maisha pamoja. Leo ndaanzia na hadithi ya Inzai. Inzai akona rare tumor na tumetembea hospitali kadhaa. Imekuwa ngumu kufanya surgery, but tunaomba Mungu will be able to help him. Tunaomba kutembea Kenya nzima mpaka kule mashinani. Na Inzai tumekuwa tukiwa support pia. Nakumbuka the first fund drive tulifanya pale kwao. Tukasupport mpaka shule because alikuwa high school. Anamwambia mama tuta give up na yeye tuzidi pia kumsupport. Na pia leo naomba tuzidi kusimama na Inzai. We don't give up with our patient. It might take long, but we remain hopeful. So even Inzai, tuzidi kumwombea, tuzidi kumkumbuka, tuzidi kusimama na yeye. And may God bless you as you sacrifice your 100 shilling, 1,000 shilling, whatever you have. Na leo tuko mahali kunaitwa Nandi County. Nandi County, Aldai constituency, Kapkenda village. Na ambapo kunaitwa Terikwad. Na niko na 21 years old hapa kutoka Kapcherel Secondary, ako form 3. Davis Izai. Davis Izai. Na kazi yetu ni ku make sure that tumepata Davis akiwa hivi, tunaacha tumetransform his life and also the family. We have done this before, and I know even this one transform a life. Thank you for your support. Tusikiza Davis na shida ilianza na zile changamoto anakumbana nazo and how we can support. Remember, we don't tell these stories either to humiliate him or to disturb you with this visual, but we tell these stories so that you can support, so that we can help him. Davis, nataka kuanza na jina lako na alafu tuambie shida ilianzia lini.
Jina langu ni Davis Izai na nasoma Kabuterere secondary. Hii shida ilianza tu kama alama. Sababu nilikuwa nikiguro hivi na alama inasonga. Nikiguro alama inakuwa. Sanji ikazidi sana ikakuwa hivi.
Ilianza ukiwa unatoshanaje?
Nilikuwa 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
So imekuwa ikiendelea?
Yeah, nikiguro inaguro.
Najua kuna zile changamoto umekuwa ukipatana nazo shuleni, kwa community, kuna ile stigma, kuna watu wa kuelewi, maybe unapata pia kuna watu na kuavoid. Tuambie zile changamoto umekuwa ukipitia na hii condition.
Changamoto ni ukikutana na mtu anasema alichomeka, alikanya